Welcome to NEPA Sports Extra.
I'm Dave Rosengrant. This week, we are talking with Jordan Joyce. Jordan is the general manager / coordinator of hoops for ALSF. That's a local basketball team from in the Scranton area playing for a great cause, which is Alex's Lemonade Stand. Alex's Lemonade Stand is an organization that helps fight childhood cancer. Now, what Jordan is trying to do here is he's putting together a team. Most of it is already together, and they're trying to participate in the basketball tournament, which benefits Alex's Lemonade Stand. The tournament is open and held in July, from July 16th to August 3rd, and is also televised on the ESPN family of networks. It's a really cool thing that they're doing for this that's been going on for many years. It's a setup like the NCAA tournament with 4 regions: Wichita, West Virginia, Columbus, Ohio, and Illinois, and the championship is held in Dayton. Jordan Joyce's team is coached by Lance DeZee and consists of 7 players so far. They're looking for 2 more. All the players have all played in Division I basketball, mostly on the eastern half of the country. You surely have heard of some of them, since they're mostly all currently playing overseas as well. Jordan, he's doing great things, trying to coordinate everything for this awesome cause of Alex's Lemonade Stand. And this team is just starting pretty much. It's in its first year. And this is something that can last for several years, hopefully. So let's get to it. Jordan, thanks for joining us. How are you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. So it's a really cool thing that I think you're doing here with Alex's Lemonade Stand. So tell us a little bit about what you are doing and how you kind of got involved in this.
So I started up this basketball team for it's called the basketball tournament, TBT for short. I started this last summer, actually, when they were actually still playing. This has been going on for about 7 years. And as I got going, I thought it would be a good idea to play for a foundation. And since I work with kids, I thought it would be a good fit with Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. So I reached out through email, and they were on board right when I sent that email. So they were all on board. It's a great foundation. It's a great way to spread like awareness to childhood cancer. So I rolled with it, and now we're here. So
what is the process of? It seems like it can be an excruciating process to get a team and get invited or accepted to the tournament. Is that accurate? Can you talk a little bit about that?
yes, it's a hard process, since especially for us, because we're new. So you got to get some big name guys. For us, we're trying to get as many guys who played in the tournament before and guys who played at major colleges, so we get our name out there. Since we're a first-time team, it'll be hard for us. But the 3 things that they're looking for is a fan base, and then they want your players, and then the 3rd thing is just their commitment to the team. So far, I mean, our fan base is the childhood cancer advocates, the kids that are fighting cancer, kids who beat cancer. So the fan group is all that. And then the players are all locked down. 7 of them I have so far. So we're working on 2 more. And the more we post on social media, the better, because they want to see that we're active, that we're still that we still want to play this summer and all that stuff. So, but it is hard for us as a brand new team to get in. So
what has to happen still for you to get in?
For us, just keeping our name out there on Twitter and Instagram, adding more time players, which we're working on so far. So the bigger the player, the better chance, because they want the spotlight on the tournament. So the more big time players you get, a little bit better. So we're trying to work with that. And just playing for a foundation gets us a little bit higher because we're playing for such a great foundation. So, but still, it's still a process, and we're still working with it. We have till June 15th to post on social media and all that to get our roster set. So we still got about half a month away. So we're working on it.
And when does the tournament start? It's July, is that right?
July, yeah. So there's going to be 4 regions this year. All start, I believe, July 16th. 2 regions start, and then the next weekend, the other 2 regions start. So the first regions, I think, are Kansas and Columbus, I believe. They start July 16th. So
that would give you about a month to get practicing,
yes,
and get travel stuff and everything like
travel arrangements, all that stuff. Yeah.
You said you're looking for 2 more players. So what's the process of finding those other players that you need, filling out the roster?
So it's actually, I thought that part would be hard, but getting the guys I have locked down, they have friends who played in high college basketball teams and playing overseas. So if I just say a name, one of them may know them, or they may have friends. So right now we're looking at a couple more guys that these guys I have committed are friends with. So they just keep nagging them. And then if they have time to play, because with the overseas schedule, it's weird. Depending on where you play, you may be playing during the summertime. So, but we have a couple guys that we reached out to. We're still waiting on a response, and they're all friends. So it actually works out pretty easy for us to get these guys.
Initially, was it hard to get like the first couple of guys? Because did you ever get something like, this guy's from Scranton, we're playing overseas, there's this guy from Scranton who's calling me? It seems like,
yeah,
it could be a little.
So I reached out last summer. Actually, I was on vacation in Delaware, and I really wanted to start a team. And I actually reached out. I'm a big Rutgers University fan, so I follow a couple guys on Instagram, and I just messaged them through Instagram, and sure enough, they wanted to know what the process was, all that. And then I got one committed, and then I reached out to another one. He committed, and then it was just a snowball effect there. And then actually my head coach, he's out in Ohio, Lance DeZ. He knows overseas guys, so he got a couple guys. So that was actually pretty easy for me, which was surprising. So
Now, do you have, when you're going to get together with the guys eventually, hopefully everything works out and everyone gets together around June 15th. Do you have a venue where you're going to practice that? Like, what's that? What's your plans?
So I'm trying to get like a sort of like a little small mini camp, hopefully in Scranton. If not in Wilkes-Barre, I'm trying to work with as many gyms as I could to get a gym in, just to have the guys come, and we'll have practices. And I'm hoping to get 2 scrimmages in with the 2 semi-pro teams in our area. So if we do get in, I'm going to try to work with Backcourt Hoops or Johnson College or somewhere local where we can get a 2-hour practice in, just to get the guys used to each other and all that. So I'm hoping I can stay local. If I can't, I'll have to go somewhere else. So
it seems like everybody should be on board with this. It's for a great cause. But
yeah,
obviously, there might be some players who were missing from some of those other teams, and maybe other obligations since it's in the summer and things like that.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, it seems like it would be a no-brainer for them to say, "Yeah, come on, let's play it." You got the competition and everything like that.
Yeah. So it is, this is a great way for these guys to get their name out there, because this is on national television, all that stuff. And if somebody can help me out here, I can also get their name out. And hey, now they helped me through this process and all that. So it's a good way to get your name out there. It's on ESPN, all those networks. So
Talk a little bit about your coach, Lance Dizzee, and what he brings to the team, his credentials, and things like that.
So Lance, I got him. He was one of my. He actually reached out to me. He was going to help coach. I believe it was a Florida team last year before COVID hit. So he didn't get the opportunity to go with them last year due to the virus. So he reached out to me. I said, you have the experience. You were on a team last year, and he's young. I think he's 24, something like that. He's super young, but he knows the game in and out. He's a trainer out in Cleveland, Ohio right now. So he's training kids out there, and the style of basketball we're trying to play is more of a run and gun. We're trying to get the guys up and down the court and use our athletic ability, our length, and that will help us hopefully get into the tournament as well. So his style of play is more fast paced, but we'll also slow it down if we have to. So
what are some of the challenges you're expecting? You said it, your first year team. Obviously, there's some road bumps just actually getting into the tournament. But what are some of the biggest obstacles that you've kind of run into?
So I'm running into our budget, just because the regions they chose are far away. The closest one is West Virginia. So, but we're trying to go out to Kansas, actually. So that's the farthest one. So just fundraising is our main problem. But I didn't want to start it until we knew we were in. So we'll have a nice short window of raising money to get out to the tournament. And they are actually helping us out. If you do get into the tournament, you get a free hotel out of it. So each player will get their own room. So that will cut the cost a little bit. But travel and possibly renting a venue to practice and all that. So just the money part, I would say, is the challenge for us, just because we're first year. But I mean, I think as we go on throughout the years, I think that wouldn't be a problem. So
Is there a way somebody can donate now, or do you have to wait until you're definitely selected?
I was going to wait until we're definitely in. But I may start up. I have to actually talk with Lance, because he's helping me out through this. So I think we may start fundraising early. And then if we don't get in, we'll have to end up donating back to the foundation. So the money is going to go towards like a cause, either for us to travel or to the foundation. So
you said Kansas, and that's the furthest one away. Is there a reason why you're choosing Kansas?
yes. So it is the easiest region to get into, because nobody wants to go out to Kansas to play. So right now, I think there's 5 teams that want to go out to Kansas. So, and then we would make the 7. Right now, they have us in the Columbus region, which is pretty much all the big teams. It's Ohio State has a team, Sideline Cancer, which is always in the top 4. They're in the Columbus region. So we're trying to avoid these big teams. So Kansas seems like it's a little bit easier region to get into. And so that's what we're planning on going to. So
how can nobody want to go to Kansas? I mean, that's almost like a mecca of basketball there in Kansas.
Yeah, I think just to travel, I think, because there's a lot of new teams, and there's a lot of like alumni teams. So I think they're just playing it off. If I'm an alumni team, I want that fan base to come watch us play. So I think the farther they go, the less fans they'll have. So, but I just thought Kansas would be a good fit. It's played at Wichita State, which is always in the NCAA tournament. They're historically always good. So I thought, why not? They always have a sold out arena. It's a good chance for our guys to get recognized and play against those guys out there. So,
and you have a couple players from Wichita State on your roster, is that right?
No, I have a couple guys. They're all mainly from the East Coast. I have Mike Williams, who went to Rutgers University in Jersey there. Carlton Bragg, who was a 2015 McDonald's All-American, who went to Kansas. And then I have Jerome Seegers, who went to Rutgers, but then transferred out to UNLV. Wayne Martin, who went to Tennessee State. Deshaun Minnis went to Rhode Island. He's a Philadelphia guy. Christian Lutete, he is from Maryland. He went to UMass Lowell. And AJ Sumbury, he's from Wagner. So, and they all know each other just because they're all from the East Coast region. They either played each other in high school or college. So we're mainly an East Coast team, but be going out to the Midwest to play.
They're overseas. So what are they involved in currently?
So right now, a couple of them are actually back in the States. They just got finished up playing over with their pro team overseas. We're still waiting on two guys to finish up. Mike Williams actually made the championship game over in England with his team, so he'll be coming back to the States soon. And AJ Sumbury is in the finals, I believe. I forget what country he plays in, but he's over. I don't know if it's England or somewhere over there, and he's in his playoffs right now. So,
talk about a little bit about your own background and how you kind of got involved in this. You said you work with children, so elaborate a little bit on that if you could.
Yeah, so I've been playing basketball my whole life. I still play in the men's leagues here in Scranton, and I've been a fan of this tournament since it started. And I currently work with kids. This is my 5th year working with kids up in Honesdale. I work at the YMCA up there, so I'm with kids, teaching sports, doing summer camp, doing educational care, all that stuff. And I just thought, I mean, I have a good sense with kids. I like being around kids. I said, let's get it started for the kids. I said, especially kids fighting cancer. I go, because their childhood isn't the best. I mean, they're always fighting for their lives. So I thought this team can be an escape for the kids fighting cancer. They can watch us play for an hour and just forget their treatment, forget that they're fighting something. And I just thought, I like being around kids. I was like, this is the way to go. So
Have you I'm trying to figure out how to say this properly, I guess. Have you worked or dealt with children who have cancer? And is there a way to incorporate the team with them, I guess, like to kind of show them around or, get them involved?
I have one little girl who actually fought cancer and beat it. She comes to my summer camp and to my after school program, and I just thought she had a rough childhood. She missed school, she did all that, and she's back. She's normal now. She's 100% beat it. And I mean, I've reached out to her mother, and I've been talking to, it's a Geisinger down in Danville. I reached out to them to give them wristbands and t-shirts. So I've been trying to get the team incorporated with the kids that are fighting and who fought. So just so they have a little background on who we are and who we're playing for. So
how important is it to reach out to, the Geisinger Children's Hospital and other organizations like that to get the word out about what you're doing?
I think it's good. I mean, it just shows that more people are fighting this cause with them. I mean, it shows that we really care. And sports wise, I mean, the kids that are fighting cancer really want to play sports, but they can't just due to the treatment and all that. And if they can see a team playing for them, I think, and maybe if they grow up, they can beat cancer. And then hopefully maybe one day, if they keep with the sport or keep with basketball, they may be on the team one day. We can have a cancer survivor be on the team. So
That sounds great. You talked about a fan base too. So do you get to have fans travel with you, or any children like that, like from the Geisinger Children's Hospital, anything like that, or what's the fan base that you're talking about?
So I reached out to, there's a Midwest Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. It's located out in, I think it's Wichita. So I just reached out to them. I said, hey, we're playing for the foundation, and I would love for the kids or whoever, like an advocate, come out if we make it and come out to the game, and they can sit behind the bench. They can do all that stuff. But they mainly want, so this tournament, they really want just a more of like a rally around each other. So all the tweets, the retweets, the Instagram likes, they want all that. So that's what they really mean. But I'm trying to get the kids to come out, if I could, come out, watch the game with their parents, have a t-shirt, have a wristband, and then go on from there. So
what's the closest Alex's Lemonade stand in our area?
in our area, I think it's down in Lehigh Valley. I think that's where the headquarters is. So that's the main one, which is, I believe, an hour and a half away, I think. So
okay, it seems kind of weird or strange that there wouldn't be one closer. I mean, here in NEPA, I mean, it's such a huge area. You would think there would be one a little closer than that.
Yeah, I think they mainly go off people doing fundraisers for them. So I think that's their main thing, not to have like just that main headquarters, and then people just doing just fundraisers for them in different areas. But I mean, if I can get it going here in NEPA, I would gladly start one up for them. Just something small, and then maybe possibly get bigger and bigger each time. So
so your athletic background, you said you played basketball. Where did you play around here in high school or college or anything?
Yeah, so I went to Holy Cross High School.
Okay.
In Dunmore there. I played 4 years there, and then I played college at Penn State Scranton. And then I interned at Keystone College for the basketball team. So I was around basketball through high school and college. And then I also coach AAU with the Sly Stallions, who are local here in Scranton. And then I coach in 8th grade team down in Wilkes-Barre, St. Nicholas, St. Mary's. So.
Oh, okay. That's not too far from where I'm at, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm all over.
So who are you a fan of when you were growing up?
I am a big fan of the Denver Nuggets. They're my pro team. And then Rutgers Scarlet Knights are my college team. So
that's two interesting dynamics. How did you get involved with the Nuggets and Rutgers?
So Nuggets, I wasn't a huge fan growing up. So until they drafted Carmelo, just because I went to tons of Syracuse games because of Jerry, because he was from Scranton. So we went up to tons of games, and I fell in love with Carmelo. He got drafted there, and then just from now on, I'm just a Nuggets fan now. I think I'm the only one in our area that's a Nuggets fan. So,
and how about Rutgers?
Rutgers, it was a funny story. Jerry was playing them on ESPN one day back in 2003, 2004, and their court had all bricks on it, like just squares, just different color squares for the wood. And I fell in love with their arena, and then just from there on, I fell in love with them, and I like them in every sport now. So,
do you know Jerry at all, Jerry McGrory, or is it just?
I just knew him because he was from Scranton, and he went to the same high school as my brother. So I always, whenever he was up there in Syracuse, we went to go see him play. So I don't know him personally though, but
okay. It's interesting because a lot of people will say what Jerry has done for the area just without even knowing it. Because like what you're doing, I mean, you got really interested because of him and got to be a fan because of him.
yeah.
And now you do something like this. So it really speaks wonders of just what he's done without even knowing what he's done. Really.
Yeah, without even doing it. Yeah, just being so quiet, just going to a college 2 hours away, and he's a hero down here for basketball wise. So, and he won the national championship, which is another big deal. And and now he's on the coaching staff. So.
You were talking about the Nuggets. I'm going to age myself here a little bit. My first memory of the Denver Nuggets, I want to say it was the mid-90s. I think they got in the playoffs for the first time, it's like the 7th seed.
Yeah.
And I want to say they pulled off an upset too in the first
Yeah,
round.
Supersonics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
Mutombo.
With Mutombo, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
their big star, and
Yeah, that was their big guy.
I can still picture him doing the no.
Yeah. And it was weird. 2 or 3 years ago, Earl Boykins was in the tournament, and me and my brother went down to go watch him play. And he went right up to us right after the game, and I told him, I said, because he played for the Nuggets, and I told him, I said, I'm a big Nuggets fan. He goes, and he looked at me and he goes, I think you're the only one here. I said, I think I am. So
you kind of remember what I'm talking about too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now I don't feel too old.
No, because that photo comes up every playoff that they're in. The photo of him on the ground with the ball. So
okay. Did you play any other sports? Are there any other sports that you were involved in?
I played tennis in high school and college. So I played tennis, and now I play in men's leagues with basketball, and I play slow pitch softball now. So I'm into that stuff now. Yeah.
So you're still pretty active with a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. And then I play the sports up with the kids. So I play kickball. I play all those sports now. So
how did your background help you with what you're doing now with for ALSF?
It really got me to understand how to put a team together, how to be a manager. I'm technically a general manager is what they call me now. So it really taught me how to really organize a roster, get these guys committed, all that stuff, and how to like a budget. I'm trying to work on travel. I'm trying to do all that. So it's really going through Keystone and Lackawanna, because that's where I went to school. You just talked about it. I never really thought I would do this. And then my coaching background really got me into it as well. So now that I'm doing it, it's really, I really look back on what I learned, how I did it, or like how I'm doing stuff now. So.
Okay. I really think what you're doing is great. And I want you to keep in touch and let me know what the progress is of everything. And I will retweet and share. And
no, the more that you spread the word, the better. So like I'm trying to get NEPA, one of my backgrounds here. So I'm trying to get NEPA to have a big following around me. So hopefully that happens. I mean, if it doesn't happen, we still got plenty more years to go. So
is there anything particular that you can do besides the whole social media thing to get more people involved, so to speak, I guess?
I mean, I guess I was trying to think of what to do. I was trying to do like interns with our local colleges to do our graphic designs, all that stuff. So I think I may work, maybe as the years go on, work with the colleges to do an internship. And then hopefully this grows and I can get employees and all that stuff. So, because there's a couple teams with the foundation that they started from scratch, just like me. And now they are like world wide. So they have employees, they have camps, they have all different AAU teams. So hopefully I can build into that. And everybody that I talked to different teams, and they're willing to help. They're super nice. They just want to grow this tournament even more. So, and me with the foundation, they hopped right on me from the first day. So they were reaching out to me, showing me what to do, all that stuff. So
that's awesome. Good luck to it. And we're going to try to have you on again, as things get closer, or, sometime, maybe when things are all wrapped up or something like that. So thanks for coming.
Yeah,
I appreciate
and I can get one of the guys on too as well. I can get Lance on, who's our coach. I mean, and
Great.
they're more than willing to come on. So
awesome. Great. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
All right. Thank you so much.
Great. That'll do it for this week's episode of NEPA Sports Extra. As always, thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at NEPA Sports Extra. That's NEPASPORTZXTRA. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or story ideas, drop us a line at nepasportsextra@gmail.com. Until next time, I am Dave Rosengrant saying keep some extra time in your life for sports in NEPA.